Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What is going on? RIP. Rest in peace. I want to welcome some of you guys who are joining for the first time, and welcome back some of those who are frequent visitors by my channel, my platform. Today is a celebration of life. It's a celebration of freedom. It's bigger than Juneteenth. And today is a funeral, a RIP service for everything that has kept you and is keeping you bound. Okay? Period, point blank. Today is the day of your funeral. Today is the day that you bury everything that is dead, everything that keeps you stagnant, everything that keeps you bound, whether it's your mindset, whether it's relationships, whether it's trauma, it don't matter what it is. Today, we're going to put it to rest for once and for all. Today is a celebration of life. Celebration of life for your new beginning. Celebration of life for you living purposeful. Celebration of life for you stop having unlimited beliefs, having the wrong connections, hooking up with the wrong people. A celebration of life for everything that you will walk into after you put to rest everything that has kept you back, kept you bound, kept you in turmoil, everything, okay? If you ain't ready to get rid of your baggage, if you ain't ready to put grief to sleep forever, eternally, rest in peace, grief. Rest in peace, trauma. Rest in peace, bitterness. Rest in peace, poverty. Rest in peace, bondage. Rest in peace, lack. I don't care what it is. Today, we putting that thing all the way in the ground, okay? We put a nail in the coffin, and we going to throw the dirt over it, and now we going to celebrate life. Simple. That's what I came by here to do. And you always know that when I show up, I'm going to deal with the biggest enemy of mankind, and that is yourself. That is what lives between your two ears, under your hair, and your scalp. It's called your mind, your brain. Today, we choose whether we're going to celebrate life and walk in the newness of life, walk in the fullness of life, walk in the purpose of life, or we're going to continue to walk in trauma, to walk in those things that are comfortable, painfully comfortable, that is. Painfully comfortable. It's painful to procrastinate and never get anything accomplished. But it's also comfortable. That's why nobody will never, those that are stuck in that mindset, because it is a mindset, those that are stuck in that position, those that are bound and chained to that, to not being able to move forward in any capacity, it's comfortable because they think in their mind that it's more painful to stop procrastination so that they could become productive than it is to be a procrastinator. Hello, somebody. If all you do is stress, you were not here or put here to just stress. And guess what? Reality check. Stress can't change anything but your health, and it shortens your lifespan. That's the only thing that stress can change. It cannot change situations. It cannot change outcomes. It cannot change anything but your health and how long you live. We put that to rest. We're having a funeral for that today because the change starts in your mind first. As a man believeth or thinketh, so is he. How you doing today? Oh, I'm just stressed out. Your whole entire day will be filled with stress. You will attract matters and situations that are stressful because you are anticipating that. If you want to be free, don't nobody got us in captivity. Hear me clearly. The government don't got us in captivity. Only those who believe the government has them in captivity has them in captivity. Therefore, they're paralyzed by their pain and they're comfortable to stay there and believe these people got me by captive. And I cannot move forward. If you are in debt, I'm talking to somebody right here, right now. I'm talking to somebody right here, right now. If you are in debt, you can change it today. And you don't have to have money to change it. You got to change your mindset. You got to say, today is the day that I give up, I break up, I divorce, I put in the grave debt. And whatever I got to learn and whatever I got to do and wherever I got to go to get out of this situation, because this is killing me. And I'm a woman that watch my words, but truthfully it is. You know that debt is the biggest killer of mankind. It kills relationships. It kills unions. People are married, unmarried. The people who were married are no longer married. They divorced because of financial woes. Debt up the yin yang. One is trying to figure it out. The other one feel like the other one ain't doing enough. It's just clashing of the titans. And therefore divorce occurs because they say we can't stay together because of irreconcilable differences. They're pulling me down. She's pulling me down. Whatever the case may be. Okay? But if they came together as a team and say, you know what? I don't care what is going on. We're going to get in this thing together and we're going to figure it out. And we're going to educate ourselves and we're going to learn and we're going to connect with people and we're going to network with people and hook up with people that can help us. It ain't over for us. And they begin to speak positively, changing their mindset. Guess what? They will begin to attract the very people that will come and help them. Just give them some free game. Just give them some information. Hey, you know what? Right up the block, they're getting ready to have this big old auction. Whatever the case may be. That's how it works, folks. If you are in lack and in wanting and misery, and I'm gonna tell you where lack and wanting and depression and hopelessness and all that comes from. It comes from not being able to live the life that you were born to live, the life that is crying out on the inside of you. It's screaming, "This ain't it. This is not it. I was born for more than this. I know there's more to this." You miserable and you depressed because you're not living the life that you know you were born to live. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. People don't do drugs because they want to do drugs. They do drugs because they are living beneath their means and they know it and they don't know how to get out. So they want to soothe the pain that is being caused in them is self-inflicted because they don't want to do what they were born to do. Or they don't know how. They stuck. They got in a relationship. They got brokenhearted. They had a rough childhood. They stuck in trauma. And that is more painful because it produces nothing but an early passing away. It produces nothing but an early life, death, period. That's all it produces. Do you know there are millions of people walking around us we pass by every single day? And I don't care what kind of apparel they have on. I don't care what kind of makeup they have applied. I don't care what kind of shoes they walking in, what kind of car they done drove. They are miserable as hell because they have not fulfilled their purpose. That is the problem. You can't fulfill your purpose because you got all these other things you got to focus on, you got to do. You got to be here, you got to be there, you got to do that. No, that's by choice. That is by choice. And if you're tired of living chaotic like that, then you can change it. The most powerful artillery on planet Earth, hear me clearly. The most powerful artillery on Earth is your words. It's your words. By a man's word, they're either judged, they're condemned, or they're upheld. By a man's words. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. By your words, your world is shaped. This is true in every aspect. I can't afford that. You might have had money a long time ago and you didn't want to give it out to your family and your family was begging from you and you said, you know what, I'm broke right now, I ain't got it. You spoke that. So now you have the fruit thereof of what you spoke. You wonder why your money starts drying up, why I can't get it like I used to have it, and why I got to work more harder for it. You spoke it. You spoke it. Your mouth is the most important weapon on planet Earth. I don't care what kind of submarine missile, I don't care what kind of nuclear weapon they have. Your mouth is more powerful than that. When the relationship was rocky, instead of saying, we're going to get through this. I don't care what I see right now. I'm not going to walk by what I see. We're going to get through this. I said, for better or worse, you spoke. I can't wait to divorce that Negro. I can't wait to divorce that heifer. I can't wait to divorce her. Yeah, you spoke it out of your mouth. In the heat of an argument, you said, that's why I want a divorce. And then boom, it manifested for you. And you wonder why the marriage didn't work. Your words are so powerful. If you want to change anything, and I'm not talking about this ain't just a black thing and this ain't a white thing, this is a thing. Anybody that will grasp it can have it, period. Juneteenth is a commemoration of liberty for us as minorities. But something so spiritual and so significant happened on that day. And today is Juneteenth. It's the spirit of liberation. Even though that day could have happened a long time ago, on a whole different day of the week, it's still the spirit of liberation. A proclamation of liberation. And if you can grasp the spirit of this day, that people that were in bondage were freed. I don't care if it's spiritual. It doesn't matter if you in financial bondage. It don't matter if you in mental bondage, physical bondage. I came by here to tell you today. Today is a celebration of life, and you have the power to control which way you want to go. You have the power to control which way you want to go. If you want to stay stuck and stay miserable, or if you're going to put a funeral to all of that has kept you bound, and you're going to walk in your newness of life. I choose to have a new mindset. Now show me how to feed this new mindset. Give me books to read that will feed this new mindset. Let me hang with people that have the same mindset that I'm trying to obtain. Let me go to YouTube University and listen to mindsets of people that I'm trying to get to. The change begins in you. Everything that you need in this life is already on the inside of you. It is not on the outside. We try to go to work. We try to dress up. We try to get in relationships. We try to have everybody else fix us. Everything that you need is on the inside of you. It really is. And you know when people really find out when things, what things are on the inside of them, let them go hiking and get lost. And it's getting dark. You know, they call them survival instincts. No, those were things, those were tools that was already on the inside of them. Trust and believe that. They just never had to pull them out until they were in trouble. Some people don't make it, but the mindset of the one that say, I'm going to make it. I mean, they be battered and bruised. You find them pulling them out for weeks. They was under rubble. Earthquakes fell on them. They was underneath buildings and rubbles and concrete, and they still with their hand out. They had a will. I'm going to get out of here, and this is not going to be how I end. This is not going to be. And they had tools on the inside of them that kept them alive. Drink your urine, go eat a bug, whatever. Those tools became activated in those situations. We have every single thing that we need on the inside of us. Tell yourself, how many times have you told yourself, I can't do this? And then you was put in that situation where you had to do it. I am, for one, a witness. I told God when I had kids, and I might have seen here and there people losing their kids, and I said, you know what, God, that right there, take me out. That could never be my portion, God. That could never, I'm not strong enough for that, God. I will do anything that you want me to do. I will go anywhere that you want me to go. That I would never make it through that. I will never make it through that. I don't have one deceased. I have two deceased. And I'm still standing here to declare the glory of God and tell you today that it's a mindset. Because when my first baby passed away, I told God, look, I can't make it without you. I know what I said back. I can't make it without you. This is something totally different. I don't know how to live. I've been living my life like this. Now this is my new reality. I need you, and I need you more than ever. And whatever I got to do, whoever I got to give up, whoever ain't on this page right here, whoever can't help me through this right here, I got to let them fall by the wayside because I don't know how to do this. And when I made my mind up to do it, every single day I was doing it, and I've been doing it. It's been 6 years for one boy, and it's been 1 year for the other. And every single day I get up and I do it. The very thing I said I couldn't do. The very thing I said I couldn't do. I remember when I said, yeah, I can't never be homeless, and ended up homeless. No, it's in those moments where you feel like I could never do this. I could never see myself there. You find yourself in those predicaments, and baby, them tools that's on the inside of you that was lying dormant because you don't use them bad boys will begin. You have treasures on the inside of you. You have treasures on the inside of you. Out of all things that God made, he made you in his image and in his likeness. He could have gave it to a dog. He could have gave it to a cat. He could have gave it to a hyena. He could have gave it to a giraffe. He could have gave it to any other mammal. He could have gave it to any bird in the sky. He gave it to mankind, human being, so that you could be in his image and likeness and be and become and continue to evolve. That is what he put you in this earth to be. And if you an ambassador of the Almighty God, how are you walking around here representing the God that you serve and the kingdom that you come from? I'm only talking to those who are believers. Are you misrepresenting who you serve? My king is from a kingdom, and he ain't broke, he ain't poor, he ain't sick, he ain't depressed, he ain't none of that. So when I show up in front of people, If my language is, God is, yeah, I'm just barely getting through, yeah, I'm trying to get these coins, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hustle, you know what I'm saying? If my language is like that, I give a false impression of my king. Dang, your king, he can't take care of you, bro. Dang, every time you come around, what's up? You needing, like, well, your king is, you misrepresenting your king and your kingdom. I may come on here and shed tears in my human nature, because I'm a human first, then a being. Somebody catch that with two hands. Human being, okay? I'm a human, a spiritual experience, a human. That's what I am. But you ain't never came on here and seen me misrepresent my God. Baby, listen here. Let me tell you, when he told me that you don't have to be poor no more, when I got that revelation, I will be hot diggity damned if I walk around here poor and the promises of God are yes and amen. And he told me that I want you prosperous above all things, that he takes pleasure in my prosperity, that wealth and riches is in my house, that I can leave a legacy for my children, that my children don't got to be poor, that my grandchildren don't got to be poor, that I might have come from a poor family, but I am a bloodline breaker, baby, and a rich family gonna come from me. If he told me that, I'm walking in that. If he told me that I am healed, I'm not walking in sickness. Sickness may try to touch my body. I'm going to stand in my God-given authority and command that demon to die immediately. You are trespassing. I don't care if my nose is running. I don't care if I got every symptom. I don't care. My husband, my kids, my young kids, they mimic what I do. Let something come up on me. Now, you better back up off me right now. In the mighty name, do you understand me? You are trespassing. I don't receive that. No, I'm healed, I'm whole, I'm healthy, I'm 100%. And whatever try to jump on me, that weapon may have formed, but it ain't gonna show, ain't gonna prosper. And I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on that. I walk in that. I don't care if there's not $1 bill in my bank account. Do you understand me? I am believing and I am decreeing. I don't know who got my resources today, but I need to cross paths with them, Father, today. And I give you praise. I give you honor. Every day you said you would load me daily with my benefits. So I thank you for my benefits being sufficient enough for me today. You told me, oh, no man, nothing but to love them. I am not in debt. I am out of debt. I have plenty more to put in store. I got room for me and my family and to give some to somebody else. If I'm in a situation and I need something, I'm asking God, what can I create to pay that bill? I'm not begging God for money. Because the earth is his and the fullness thereof, beloved. I'm not begging him. I'm asking him to guide me today and lead me today to the people who got what I need. Because you use man to bless me. Just like you use me to bless man. That's how we created this thing. Somebody right now got your millions that you need. But you know why you can't get them? Because you're not in the same rooms that they in, beloved. You still trying to sit over there and cluck with the chickens when the Most High said you should be soaring with the eagles. That's why you ain't got it. When you asked him the first time for it, he said yes. The second step was on you to go wherever he may lead and order and direct your footstep. You know the first thing your flesh said, I can't afford that. Because I'm going to tell you, your wealth is hidden. It's hidden, beloved. He said, I will give you the secret riches in hidden places. Do you understand me? You got to go into some rooms. You got to travel. You got to sacrifice. Get out of your zone and your comfortability. That's why you're dead over there. That's why you can't grow over there, because that soil is not conducive. It's not productive. I got blessings for you, but I need you over here to get them. And that's why you ain't got them. I told you to go here and you ain't went there yet. I told you to do this and you ain't did it yet. I told you to start this and you ain't started it yet. You trying to do it your way. So have your way till you wear yourself out. Then you come back to the drawing table. I'm speaking spiritual, but spiritual principles are used by everyday people. Like Bill Gates and all these other people who control the world. Why? Because their money is longer than the Mississippi River. Period. I'm kingdom. So I realized that all those people that ran with Christ, his mama who bore him into the earth, his disciples, his brother, his stepdaddy, they all was around him and they could not get his body after he was gone. It was a rich man that God used to dispute for his body and take his body and put it in a separate tomb. A rich man. You need riches to do things that God has called you to do. You need riches to take care of your family. You need riches. You need wealth. Wealth and riches is not just money. It's peace. It's favor. It's good credit. It's a good name. It's resources. Baby, you need that. You need to be a solution to somebody's dirty water problem. There's children in Africa. There's children in Asia. There's people in Australia. There's people with limbs. They would never walk unless you donated some money to them to get the machinery or the equipment that they need. Do you think that you just here to stress and worry and be in lack and be in want and be in depression? No, I came to disrupt today. I came to put to death everything that has kept you stagnant and locked in chains. I hope that you are picking up what I'm putting down. Well, why is you yelling? No, I'm sounding the alarm. An alarm is loud. It blazes. It resounds. It travels. That's why. Because I came here to declare and to decree. And if you can get out of how this woman, and I don't like the way she's talking, if you can get past that, you can have some liberation today. I love you enough to come on here and take whatever type of abuse, your words, whatever, to tell you today is a celebration of life. And if you melanated, then you really ought to be taking the opportunity of what Juneteenth meant and make it mean something in 2024. Not just in 1970 something, in 1960 something, but you take what this day means and you make history because God put you in this earth to be a historian. You only here making your mark. What mark are you making? What mark are you making? If you and your children had to trade places, would they want your life right now? Would they be happy? Would they be comfortable? Would they feel secure with the life that you are living right now? Would your children want your life? And if you say no, then today is your day to put everything that has kept you in bondage and in shackles and in prison and in chains from living the life and having the life that you was called to live, an agape life. I dare you to do your research and go look up what agape means. To the overflow. I come that you may have life and have more abundantly. If you ain't having life more abundantly, then you are being ripped off. You are being broken into. You are being trespassed against. You are being stolen from. You're being robbed. You're being hijacked. You're being strong-armed. The devil is a liar. To the overflow. That's how my life will go. I will live out my days in the overflow. Because that's what he promised me. Ain't no way in the world that I'm going to live beneath my means. I'm royalty. I'm a chosen generation. I'm a royal priesthood. That's what has been declared over my life. And how dare I live beneath that? And then try to go back and cry to God, talking about I need something and I need this. I gave you everything you needed. I begged to defer. Why you keep asking me for something I gave you? I gave it to you over 2,000 years ago. And the crazy part is, devils know how to use it too, because it's available to the just and the unjust. That's just how good God is. That's just how good God is. It goes to the just and the unjust. And you know what? We sit back and we be putting our mouth on these celebrities. I'm going to say we because I used to do it. Why they get to do all of this and get to do all of that? They flying, living their life, living it up, popping bottles, doing all this old dumb stuff. They taking the money and making evil look delicious. They're taking the money and infiltrating the airways and the homes of millions of people. Now our children want to be Christian Rock. Now our boys want to be Lil Wayne them and all these other. Now we wonder why we fighting and we going through things, and our children is bringing spirits into our house, listening to them on their ear gates, watching things that you don't know about, all from a little device called the World Wide Web. www. We know what a web do. It just spins itself and allows the prey to get on the web and get stuck. We wonder why our young people is lost. You know what I'm doing, and I got to get ready to get up out of here, but I always want to come by and tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. So help me God. Well, I realized, because I had a victim mentality. I'm talking to somebody right here. That victim mentality, you know, my mama wasn't this, my daddy wasn't that. I felt like everybody owed me something. I was raped and molested over this many times, and nobody never really loved me, and I was in gangs, and I was in this, and I had to go through that, and I was domestically abused, and, you know, I went through all of that. And I felt like the world owed me something. The world didn't owe me nothing. I owed me. I allowed them people to have power over my life, and they was controlling it way long after they was gone out of my life. I'm talking to somebody right now, somebody you ain't seen in years. You still mad at them. You still offended by them. You still bitter as I don't know what. And you want to know why you can't get no more? Because you're full of bull. You're filled up. Your real estate is filled up. You got baby daddy, old boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, ex-best friend. You got old witchy teacher. You got all these people living in your mind and living in your heart. And it's yay big. And it's crammed up. And you wonder why you can't do nothing new, why you can't have nothing new, why you can't obtain nothing new, why you can't move forward, why I always seem to get this far ahead and then I'm bounced back. Because you're full of bull, baby. You got to dump the baggage. And then put it in the coffin. Right here today. Right here today. I'm taking my authority back. I'm taking my power back. I forgive you even if you don't deserve forgiveness. I forgive you because for one, I'm commanded to forgive you. And for two, you ain't going to have that much power to control my life for the rest of my life. The devil is a liar. I was put here on this earth to live the life that I was called to live. And every other demon and imp and all these traumatic situations and circumstances that has happened will not keep me stuck here another day. It will not. I decree it and I declare it. It will not. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. If my mama wasn't there, guess what? Thank you, mama. Thank you because you did your number one job, and that was just not to abort me and to get me into the earth, and God took it from there. It was rough, but thank you. And I respect you, and I love you for that. If you can't give me nothing else, whatever ain't in you, you can't pour out. It's cool. I apologize to myself. I apologize to you for disrespecting you. I apologize to you for judging you. Because I say that I never do what you did. But you know what? You did the very best. And I thank you for that. You didn't abort me. Thank God for that. I'm still here. Thank God for that. I overcame everything that you try to do. Thank God for that. And be free. Daddy, you wasn't here. Cool. Okay? My God will give me my identity, because my God that gives me my identity is the God that gives you the identity to give to me. And if you wasn't tapped in with him, then cool. Maybe God protected me from something generationally that he didn't want me contaminated with. It don't matter. Thank you for your seed. Thank you for your seed. I respect you as that. I'm healing me today. I'm not waiting on you to give me no apology. Boyfriend, I don't care who it is, what it is. I don't care. It don't matter. It really does not. I am declaring a new horizon for my life today. I'm declaring that. I'm declaring that. A new horizon. Whatever I want, I can obtain it. I'm telling you that right now. Whatever you want, whatever you need. If you can believe it, you can have it. That's my message for today, okay? I got to jump off here, but I ain't going to never jump off of here without offering y'all some solutions. If you got any type of money problems, because that's where it stems from, poverty. It comes to steal your peace, comes to steal your relationships, comes to steal your health, comes to steal your time. It comes to steal everything. It comes to disinherit you. And today, since they gave us freedom, since they gave us liberty, since they gave us an equal playing field, your girl is getting ready to go make a big, big move today, okay? And I just want to invite some people into the room. I want you to hear me clearly on this. I ain't been this excited in a very long time. I am super excited. You want to know why? Because I get to do what God put me here to do. That's what I get to do. See, he said, Tawana, I wanted you to deal with poverty. So whatever you can't overcome, you don't have the victory over. Whatever you can't go through and make it out, then you can't get keys to open up doors, to unlock doors for other people. Oh, okay, cool. I have to let you go through this poverty. I have to let you lose something from this spirit called poverty, because that will awaken the spirit that I need on the inside of you to take his head off and to liberate my people. Whatever God does for you, it's never for you, it's for his people. Y'all better hear me when I say that. It's always for his people. Okay? Whatever God takes you through, I'm talking to you. Whatever situation or circumstance you have gone through in your life, it was never about you. Get over yourself, beloved. It's always about his people. Had I not lost something so painful, so deep, so great, I would never have the passion to stand flat-footed and say, I'm going to look you in your eyes. Let my people go. And I don't care what you do, and I don't care how hard you come. I'm going to stand flat-footed with my staff in the air. Stand flat-footed until God part the seas and let my people walk on dry ground. You're going to let my people go, because this has been the only way that you have kept my people in bondage, and that has always been financially. Always. People, there's no other greater people in the world than us, no other artistic people. Man, let me tell you. That's why everybody want to be us. But it's like, if we can get them in a chokehold, baby, and keep them there and dumb them down and never allow them to read and never allow them to obtain what we have obtained off their backs, we'll always be winning. And their systems came for the wrong woman. Their systems came for the wrong woman. Their systems took out 2 of my children. And when they did that, it was curtains. Do you understand me? Just let me know in the chat. Do you understand me? This is so personal. It has nothing to do with you, but it also has everything to do with you. I'm not fighting people. These are systems, and these are principalities, and these are powers. So when I show up, it's not me trying to do business with you, because I love you, but I don't like people. I don't know them to like them. I love them. I love them so much that I'm willing to lay mine down for this. You touch me like that, you won't be able to touch my brother and my sister and my mama and our elders. No, no, no. You won't be able to do that. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I'm not going to go cuddle up somewhere and just go off like everybody else. No, I'm going to stand. And this fire has been hard, and it has been hard, and it has been trying, and it has been painful, and it has been bloody, and I have been battered, and I have been bruised, but I still stand. Forged in the fire, because, baby, what comes out of the fire? Diamonds. Period. Can't break a diamond. Can't break a diamond. Can't break a diamond. So I got some amazing opportunities, okay? How many of y'all, I'm going to tell you like this before I tell y'all that, and it's going to take me 1 minute or less, maybe 1.5, okay? What God gave to us was true wealth. Dollar bills and money is not wealth. It's currency. It's man-made currency. You got to think about it. They don't want you learning nothing about credit education. They'll let you run every ad in the world unless it messes with credit. Even some bank institutions will not give you a bank account if you have credit or something on your website. You know, if you're a business owner and you teaching people financial literacy, they'll shut you down. One of the biggest payment platforms, Stripe. If you have anything you selling about credit, digital products, you can't sell it over there. Stand Store, all these different places. Y'all got to pay attention. Hear me clearly. Come here so you can hear me clearly. They don't want you to know because they know what you don't know you can't do. Many of us don't know nothing about credit except that our credit is bad. They don't want you to know nothing like that. I remember when I posted a video over here on TikTok, and it's still in my TikTok. I showed my EBT cards and my Section 8 papers and how I walked away from that and embraced what God had for me because I wanted it that bad. I was tired of living in beneath my means and living in poverty. I was tired of not being able to afford things for the children that I love. I was tired of that. They banned the video. I'm like, wow. Why do you think we ain't got no land? Why do you think we ain't got no land? Because land is wealth. It's what God gave us. It's what he gave all the men of renown. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David. They was fully loaded with land, with cattle, with oxen, with gold, with silver. That is God's wealth. And if you don't have that, you are dirt poor. Paper poor. Because that dollar bill can be burnt, it can be ripped, it can be cut, it can be, we put it in water, it can be salty. It has no backing to it. And we out here running crazy about this stuff, falling out with loved ones about it, holding on to it like it's our most prized possession. It's not, it's worth nothing. People don't even want it. People don't even want it. All these countries are absolutely against it as we speak. You want to have some real wealth, you need some land, you need some gold, you need some silver, you need to be able to make you some money so you can go buy those things. That's why they call real estate and real assets. Money is not called real anything, it's called currency. Pay attention to that. And I say it all the time because it's absolutely true. They taught us in the game of Monopoly, but we didn't catch it with two hands. It wasn't who had the most money in the game. It was the one who had the most land, the most real estate. It was the one who had the most properties on its real estate. That was the wealthiest. Remember that. Because that's how the game of life was supposed to be played. We want to be paper rich and asset poor. And things are happening behind the scenes that we have no control over. They don't happen. For one, America is under judgment. For two, the wicked is running rampant. But God has a plan. I am only looking for some folks, okay? And hopefully, if I get time to come back here later on, I'll break down each program. If you're over here on YouTube or Facebook, I already have them in the list. But I'm going to go through them really quickly and I'm going to get off. I'm looking for other people that look like me, but you don't have to look like me, that want to go buy some land with me. Okay. When I tell you that I know how to get land for $300, $600, it's not what you know, it's who you know in all different states. I'm only looking for a tribe of historians that want to do something historical. Get that land to your babies. This land, you can flip it. You can buy it and then sell it for more. You can buy it for 300 and then you get a check wired to you, $7,500, okay? Right from your computer, right from your home. I've been telling y'all, and I'm not gonna beg y'all. Y'all gonna see in just a little bit exactly what I'm talking about. Pretty soon, a lot of folks that I come by here and I serve you, because that's what I'm called to do. If I'm a waiter and I'm waiting on Christ, then I do what waiters do, and that's serve. And I've been serving. But it is time to run, to soar. A lot of programs I used to offer, I don't offer them anymore. And if I feel like what I'm putting out is not being reciprocated, then I'm like an eagle. I come out, I do what I need to do, and then I go on back to my mountain. That's how I am. It's time for us to make history. Not just for us, but for those who proceeded after us. If we know that the dollar is crashing and dang on near dead and on its way to needing CPR, why haven't you secured anything for yourself that will help you now and later? I don't gotta fool with this. Just let this sit right up over here like this. Because when y'all move, I'll move just like that. It's very important. It's very important. It's very necessary. It's necessary. Absolutely, hands down necessary for you to be prepared and in position. I wanted to show y'all an article. I'm going to tell you about it. You can go look it up. Our males, and this is why I don't have time for the sitting down and constraining my time. No, I got to be out in the streets like never before. Boots on the ground. The military is no longer making it, what's the word I'm looking for? Like voluntarily, if you want to register for the armed services for young males. They just passed the law a couple of days ago. They waiting for it to go through the Senate, where now it's mandatory that our young men, as if Fenty ain't out there killing enough of them, in prison ain't out there mentally killing them and constraining them and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? As if the bloodshed in our own communities ain't enough, and then the cops, being intimidated by him and taking them out of here. If that ain't enough now, whether they want to or not, they are mandated as soon as they hit 18, they will automatically be enrolled into the military for service, to sign up. If we need you, you got to go, whether you volunteered or not. And that is a key indicator. They wouldn't be making them type of moves if we wasn't already at war, and they know that the big one's about to pop off. They are making moves right underneath our noses that we are still just too relaxed and casual, catty, lackadaisical behind. It's dangerous out here, okay? I'm looking for those who want to join me in buying up a bunch of land. You understand? Using other people's money. When I tell you I got the VIP of American Express, I can't say certain things through these airways. It has to be in a personal setting. I got what you need. We have nurses, we have realtors, we have everything amongst ourselves. That's a part of this movement. I'm looking to take a group of folks, maybe 12 or under, because it's only 200 that can go. And we all will be able to purchase us some land. Y'all know I'm in the government contracting space. So you can now take an old home that you buy for $600, renovate it using the money, and make you $1 million off a group home. If you want to start nursing homes, if you want to start disabled, disabled adult, developmentally and disabled adult homes, if you want to do group homes. I grew up in a group home. If you want to learn this, because this is the wealth that God says we're supposed to be out here taking from the wicked. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for you. You got to go get it. You definitely need to be a part of the land bankers. All that information is in there, okay? The land banking course, the land banking workshop, that's the coaching and course is a different price point than the workshop, okay? If you want to go to an auction, we're going in July, we're going in August, we're going in September, we're going in November. I'm only taking a small amount of group. If you want to buy some land, let me know. I'll buy it for you. But you need to know when you acquire the land, how can I flip it? What do I need to do with it? What type of land to look for so I'm buying the right type? You need to know that. That is my gift today. Government contracted with them letting all these migrants over here, they need housing. They need housing. They paying $20,000 per bedroom. You got a 3-bedroom that's $60,000 a month. No, you can take that and go buy it more. Go buy a block. Go buy a city. I don't care. Go buy a country. Simple. The credit repair, when I tell y'all, when y'all credit is right, oh my God, my mind is so blown, y'all. Y'all can have $1 million right now. And it does not take you a long time to repair your credit. You need to know consumer law so you can go after them devils who have kept you in bondage all this time. And you need to tell them, I am awakened now, and I know that you have been violating my rights, and you got 30 days to remove this stuff off of here according to this law. I'm going to sue you. 24 hours, your hard inquiries, your late payments is gone. Do you hear me? Y'all been sleeping. I got it and did it for myself. I know it works. Chase will give you 50,000 no docs. Y'all got to let somebody teach you. You have to. That's how you learn so you can do. That's how I learned. I had to pay for it so I can learn. Therefore, once I learned, I was able to do. It's not hard. It's different because we ain't never knew about it. Period. AI is making people millionaires. You can have $1 million off of a freaking digital product that takes you 5 minutes to create. You can take that money, buy all the land, get you a bunch of gold, baby. Build your own houses on it. We're taught backwards to go buy a house from them for $500,000, $700,000. You know what I'm saying? Get in debt with them, knowing that we can't afford a mortgage for 30 years because they know life happens. So they sell it to us with the intent of scamming us out of that home because they know we can't pay on it for 30 years. Life is going to happen. They didn't got you. They didn't got your money for 3 or 5 or however many years you lived in there until you couldn't afford to make your payments for 3 months, and then you had foreclosure. And then they take it and go sell it to somebody else. And leave that debt on your report so you can't never get nothing else again. They're going to make it hard for you when you can go buy you a piece of land, a 1/4 acre of land, just a 1/4 acre of land. You're able to put anywhere from a 2,500 to about a 2,800 square foot home. You can rent that out. You can live in that. Do you understand me? And you can use their money to get it built. See, we don't understand. We around here trying to pass out notes, dollar bills. Go get you some land and go to the bank and say, this is what I want to build on this land. And they say, you know what? That's estimated at. That's why I'm so irritated with what's going on in Texas. But I'm going to hold the line. I'm going to hold the line, baby. You ain't going to punk me out of my position, Satan. No, God gave me that. You're not going to punk me out of my position. Nevertheless, I'm going to keep this train moving. You understand me? We're going to Alabama. We in Georgia. We going to Florida. Baby, we got land opportunities everywhere. Do you understand me? And now that I didn't know the game, done the game, I'm actually literally inviting you to the place and the spaces that got your next breakthrough, that got your bag, your millions, your peace, your prosperity, that got your favor, that got that. I can give you a website right now that we can log on live and bid on a property for $300. It will blow your mind, but I'm not giving anything away for free. Whatever I'm led to give for free, whether it's a mindset shift, whether it's a motivational, whether it's a template, then I'll do that, but not this. You know why? Because I'll be putting you in a category of a thief when the good book, the Bible, whether you believe in it or not, the Bible says invest in knowledge, invest in wisdom. God wants you to buy wisdom. Solomon sold 1,000 burnt offerings investment to receive wisdom. That's what he wanted. God said, what do you want? When he gave that 1,000 burnt offerings, that's a lot of money. It's not $1,000 like we think. That was a lot of money. When he gave that, God said, what you want? He said, I want wisdom. God said, I'm not only going to give you wisdom, I'm going to make you the most wealthiest man in the world. Every year, people would bring him 150 pounds of gold for his wisdom. He would talk about the birds and make money off of it. He wrote the whole book of Proverbs. They was like, can we sit at your feet? The Bible says invest in wisdom. That's why when you go to school, ain't no free education. Ain't no free education. Well, I got free and reduced meals. No, that was a donation. That was taxpayers' dollar. It wasn't free. It costs. You cannot. That's why you in debt with student loans, because it's not free. Pay for wisdom. Can't be a thief. In the same realm you sow in is the same realm you able to receive from. If you always trying to look for the next free, nobody will ever pay you anything. Nobody. Everybody will come to you looking for free. If all you do is give your stuff away for free, then you can't expect nobody to show up trying to pay you no $100, no $200, no $1,000, no $10,000. They came bearing 150 pounds of gold per person to hear Solomon's wisdom. Now you go look up, an ounce of gold costs 3 bands right now. 150 pounds of gold. That's why he was the wealthiest. But he invested to receive wisdom. I hope somebody caught that with 2 hands, because when I caught it, it changed my whole entire world. It changed my whole entire life. It really did. Transportation, we buying land and we buying it in a unincorporated spot so we can go ahead and have all the big trucks running through. Y'all need a place to park? Oh, okay, we got you. You can park here on a monthly fee. You can come get your truck washed. We'll go ahead and put some. I can't tell demons because there's demons amongst me. There's people that don't like me, okay? And the devil don't know what to attack unless I tell him what I'm doing so he can attack. So a lot of things I don't speak about until it's time to say checkmate. What I come by here and do, I do it strategically. I tell you what's readily available. I say that I'm going to take your hand. I show you receipts that I done it. So now you know this person can be trusted to lead me because they done it for themselves. Not only have I done it for myself, I have done it for countless of others. Period. And that's the only reason why I show receipts. If you want to get into the credit repair niche, you ain't got to repair nobody's credit. If you want to start with your own and then start taking care of your family's credit, start there. You ain't got to start even outside. Let me learn the game. And then let me go help my family. And they can pay me, you know what I'm saying? Because you ought to make people pay. You should not leave them in a realm where it's going to cause them to never be able to receive. It's like a bank account. If you put something in there, you get something out. If you don't put nothing in there, you don't get nothing out. That's just the way that it goes. Nature teaches us stuff. But I'm going to tell you just like this. You must invest into yourself. Knowledge is attainable, but you got to make an investment, whether it's an investment of your time, whether it's an investment of your mind, whether it's an investment of your money. It doesn't matter. An investment will always be required. A tree will always require a seed. A rose will always require a seed. Always. Your financial liberation will always require a seed. And you're worth it. I'm looking for some of those who want to become land bankers. Who want to become land bankers? Who can I show? Who is willing to say, I will invest in myself to show me how to become a land banker? I want to know how to buy land low, flip it. I can build on it, renovate it. I can have me something for me and my children. I can build them a property so they never have to be paying no rent to nobody. I can flip these other ones. I have passive income coming in. I'm able to give back. I'm able to live life on my bill. Who would like to become a land banker? Land bankers, okay? Also, the whole credit play, if you could take 30 to 60 days, the longest 90 days, to change your credit score by educating yourself, giving yourself knowledge about how they've been pimping you out and tricking you, all of that stuff, and then go ahead and take the time to submit this dispute, get it off. I'm not putting my credit in nobody else's hands. I'm not asking nobody else to undo what I done did. I'm not asking nobody to care more about my life than they care about their life. I'm not doing it. I'm not being scammed anymore. I'm going to take authority and I'm going to take a position over my own future and over my own life. And I'm going to send out my own letters, and I ain't got to go to the post office to do it. I can sit right from the computer and I can go ahead and take care of that. And that puts me in a better position to go get some funding. If I told you that you can have $100,000 of funding in the next 120 days, where y'all at? You want to join me? That's that whole situation. I got a situation over there, transportation. You want to learn how to have a laptop lifestyle, work from home, build generational wealth through government contracting, starting a transportation business, putting government contracts together with it. Now you have access to millions, trillions, and billions of dollars in government contracting without ever leaving your home. Got that for you guys as well. I got the Government Gov Money Academy. If you just want to do government contracts, you want to learn how to sell products, drop ship, I don't care. Whatever it is you want to do, the government buys it. The government buys the land. That's why you ought to be a land banker. The government buys land. Okay? They buy land, hint, hint. And guess who they're going to buy it from? Me. And I'm in a position to say I want that or I don't want that. China and all of them is not going to be the only ones buying up all of this land. I'm out here buying it too, okay? Period, point blank. My daughter is feeling better. Keep her in your prayers, okay? Keep her in your prayers concerning her blood count and the anatomy of her DNA. Just keep her in prayer. That's what I'm going to say, sister. I love you. Thank you so much. Look, y'all, I got to go. I got some super bona fide deals. I'm going to post them. They're also in the description of this video. I'm only looking for those. We're going to be in Atlanta. We're finna go to an auction. If you want to buy you some land, if you want to break poverty, let me say that. If you want to break and destroy poverty, I have a position, I have an opportunity for you to destroy and break poverty off of your life. Just one piece of land will break poverty off of your life. And you can buy land for as little as $300, $400, $600. You can go buy a lot of land for $5,000, $10,000. You can put that on a credit card. make the minimum payment. Now you got something that will bring you and generate you passive income for the rest of your life and your children's life. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I love y'all. I'll see y'all the next time. If I can serve you, go ahead and hit me up. I have lots of opportunities that I am going to run for today. Okay? I'm only running them for today. It's Juneteenth. Since we celebrating liberty and freedom, when they let them slaves go, them slaves was able to go and live their life by land. Y'all better think about what them slaves did. That's why your grandpa and great grandpa and grandmama and them had land. And they had houses and insurance policies. Success leave clues. I know my big mama did, and I know y'all big mamas and big daddies did too. They had land, they had insurance, and they had real estate. Didn't have a lot of money, but they had true wealth. We've gotten away from that in this generation. We think dollar bills as well, and that's why we so poor. We paper poor and we asset broke. Today is the day to change that. I love y'all. Okay, until the next time, it's a celebration of life. We put into death, we put into rest everything that has kept you in bondage. I don't care if it's in your body, if it's in your mind, if it's in your money, if it's in your relationships. I don't care. Whatever has laid hold of you and bound you, today is the day that you have complete liberation and walk in your newness. All right, peace out.